Man, unfortunately, one of my favorite games of the year is just not selling that well. What's going on, guys? It's Cali Q here, and I want to bring your attention to a game that just might need our help. A game that I believe is important for innovation and creativity. That game in question is Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess, and it came out in July of this year, earlier this year. And while I thought the game was phenomenal, I reviewed it on my channel. I've covered it multiple times on my page. Apparently, there's been some new sales information from Capcom about the status of this game and it not quite meeting the sales expectation marks. As we can see here, when the game released on the Steam, it wasn't the most powerful impact either. So what was the issue here? We're going to go ahead and take a look at the article in question, and then I'm going to give you guys a little bit of my thoughts on what can change for the future, why this game is important for creativity and innovation, and where Capcom might have went wrong. Now, shout out to Event Hubs for this information and for linking me here, but on the GameBiz website, it says Path of Goddess falls short of plan. Highly rated, but insufficient pre-promotion to be continued in future schedule. As you can see, this article was published on the 18th. So here it is. It says, Capcom released 4 new games in the second quarter, but revealed at a Q&A session that Path of the Goddess did not reach the planned number of units sold. Although it received high ratings and critic scores, it did not reach the planned number of units sold. The company said one of the reasons for this was that the advanced promotion to generate interest and raise awareness was insufficient, and that it plans to continue promotion in the future with the aim of achieving its target. It also goes on to say in this article that DRDR is selling well as planned, and that Marvel and that Ace Attorney is doing well. So it's really only Kunitsu-Gami that is standing out as the game that has not reached its true potential, as the game that has not reached its target audience. Let's go ahead and talk about that target audience. For me, the demo really sold me on this game. It made me want the full game. But the pre-promotion for this game was non-existent. Capcom really took their foot off the gas with this brand new obscure type of IP. Most people didn't exactly even know what this game was. From the trailers that I was seeing, from the trailers that I was watching, it wasn't even enough. I just left every trailer saying, what is this game? Perhaps the best move they did was put a demo in our hand, which is why I'm using this video as well. Guys, go try out this game's demo. I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite releases of the year because of its unique action, because of its unique strategic elements. It is basically Capcom's take on a tower defense, and I have just never played anything more mesmerizing than this game. It is absolutely not perfect. It has some pitfalls here and there, but this was one of my favorite experiences of all of 2024, and you're going to hear me talk about it more and more as the year wraps up because this game was truly unique. This game took me back to the PlayStation 2 era of Capcom, where they weren't afraid to experiment. They weren't afraid to give us Beautiful Joe or Okami or different sort of games outside in creating their own niche, creating their own genres, actually. Kunitsu-Gami reminds me of that era, where I went to the game store, picked up a PS2 game from Capcom, I put it in my PS2, and I just fell in love with what I was playing. At first, I was a little taken aback by this game as well because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I was looking at. I didn't know what I was getting into. So what I would say, if Capcom can continue to do collaborations that can garner interest, like the Okami collaboration, do some Devil May Cry collaborations in here, do other games, do a Monster Hunter, do something that can bring a huge awareness to this unique experience. Now, this game will not be for everyone. I've met quite a few people who played it and said, hey, it wasn't for me because the combat is not strong enough. There are things about this game that are imperfect, but if you want a unique experience, if you want a game that leaves you feeling speechless in a way, go ahead and try out Kunitsu-Gami, try out the demo. I love this game, and I'm not just saying that as a Capcom stan. I love the heck out of this game because it reminded me of what gaming was all about. It was just innovation. It was unique. It made me go into a world that I had no idea even existed, and when I got there, I wanted to stay. So it's quite unfortunate that Kunitsu-Gami is performing a little bit under expectations right now. So hopefully videos like these continue to garner more interest and things like that. But it's really unfortunate because this was quite a unique experience. This is one of my favorite games of the year, and you're going to hear me talk about it more and more as we end this year. So Capcom, you guys should go ahead and do a collaboration that will bring more interest to this title, because this title deserves to sell well. This is what kills innovation, when we ask for it and then we don't support it. So if you want to be about the words that you speak, guys, go support titles that are not just Resident Evil, Monster Hunter. You know, people always complain, but then when they come out with a unique experience, no one goes and support it. So you're wrong if you do, you're wrong if you don't. But I, for one, I love Kunitsu-Gami. That's enough rambling for me. We'll keep an update on this situation. I'll continue to promote this game because I believe in this game. Capcom has given me nothing, so don't think I'm on their side just trying to promote this game for them. They didn't give me anything. So, you know, I have to keep it real. I really enjoyed this experience. And Capcom, let's go ahead and fix that. All right, then. I'll see you guys on the next video.